Alright, dudes. It's not gonna be a normal tank week for me. There were more than a few opportunities for me to make some plays in the damage role in our team league games this week, so I took them. This first game, grow all you want. It's Genji, because yeah, this is a stupidly high impact hero, and with the advent of Mal'Ganis and Orphea and everybody banning shit, Genji has snuck through a couple games, which is ridiculous to me, because if anybody knows what they're doing with this hero, it's just kind of, people are going to die. But let's go through the talents real quick, because I'm not going to focus on them in the game. Swift as the Wind at level 1, mostly the E build for the increased movement speed at level 1 when you hit your E. Pretty useful. Strike at the Heart is a decent damage spike for your early game. If you hit with the tip of your E, it's going to do some increased damage. 7 was survivability for this fucker with perfect defense. I do not think any of the other options are very good. I think it is perfect defense all the time. Dragon Blade, I believe this game is one of these. Dragon Blade is, I think, the less consistent ultimate at the moment, just because this has a decent chunk of utility to it, but they are both equally viable in the right situations. So I did take D-Blade though. And then 13, Flow Like Water to decrease the cooldown on our E when we hit people with it. If we hit 5 people with it, that's 15 seconds off. It is a 12-second cooldown. So if we hit 4 people with it, it's an immediate follow-up E after we E. Haha! So Final Cut at 16, pretty self-explanatory. And then ult upgrade at 20. Whichever ult that you go, take the ult upgrade. These are kind of shit. They're both like this is whatever, and this is total meme level talent. So let's hop into this game, watch what happens, kill some people, make some memories. Alright, laddies, we are back in Team League. So this is only a 3-man group today. I am not in my usual comfortable tank spot just because I saw an opening to take Genji and I went for it. But Genji is, I don't know, he's a character that I have some success with, so I am just going to give it a shot in this game, hope it works. They don't have a whole lot that really terrifies me as this character. Asmo's going to try to get stacks that should usually be pretty easy to dodge. Oh god, I'm trying to talk here. Alright, and the opening swap of the game just makes me more and more confident in my fucking pick. But anyway, their team, there are a lot of big hitboxes, a lot of really easy to hit targets. Their healer is not going to heal the burst damage that I can do. I tried to block that. I got a little bit. I got his auto. But, you know. So, ultimately what I'm looking for here is ways to go in, putting auto attacks and damage on Brightwing there. It's easy. It's easy. Brightwing doesn't have any easy escapes. She's got to walk away. She can speed boost, I guess, but that's about it. Trying to... the minions were already aggroed on the minions, so there was no way I was dealing damage there. Just something I should probably pay attention to. Rhaegar, sorry buddy, nothing I could do. No way to peel. We're Genji. Running a little bit low on the mana. Shrines are coming up though, so I would want to at least be here as a presence. See what's going on in the other lanes. Not Rhaegar. Thrall up in the top lane. Just holding it down. Playing against the Dahaka. Dahaka being pretty aggressive. I'm not sure what we missed there. It was probably pretty cool. Now I'm just looking for some regen globes for some mana, and I think that I want to go up to help take that point. Once we hit level 4, we get a pretty decent damage spike, especially in the early game. I'm going to hop over this wall and just get in front. I was waiting to get tongued by the Dahaka. I'm not sure if it was just not up or something, but I mean, And then he's going to go for the bite. Yeah, there it is. Now, this is where things get a little bit easier for us, because the enemy team starts making some really dumb decisions, like that one that you just saw. I was still plenty within range on Genji to get that kill, so the fact that Zeratul didn't just piece the fuck out as soon as he got that kill is a misstep on him. As Modine in the bottom lane, really nothing he can do to get away. Their whole team just has to walk away, which is one of the bigger reasons that this pick is just so good. If you don't have some sort of easy escape, yep, there's the stop. It's like, I don't know where everybody is. Still gonna block everything, still gonna zip away because I'm Genji, and the swap can only do so much to take me from my gate. See how that top lane's going. Enemy team's got 2 people, and they could have stood on it a little bit sooner. That's okay though. Rhaegar going for good. No, it's a decent cleanse, a little bit late, but there's fights going on all over this place. I don't want Zeratul thinking he can just walk up on my buddies, so I'm going to throw some shurikens in his face. Going to lose our Phoenix. But that's not a big deal. Let's hop back up to that top lane. It's Rhaegar and Thaw throwing down on the dinosaur. Dinosaur not ducking the incoming CC and getting himself blown up. So that's kind of how things are going to go this game. Trying to get onto the point as fast as I can. Going to make sure Asmo knows that he can't laser me. Had he put his minion down and then lasered me, he would have taken even more damage. So I don't know if he made that decision intentionally. But don't laser Genji. Just don't do it. Throwing some damage at Brightwing with our W. Your W is just as much an offensive tool as it is a defensive tool. So this Zeratul is going to get cheeky. He's thinking he's going to come in on me. It's like, I knocked you down a little bit. I'm gonna keep killing you. Currently, Thrall looks to be going for the top altar. Tahaka doesn't seem committed to. Oh, blocked your shit immediately. Suck it. And now we just auto attack him. He thinks he can get close, but he's melee and we're ranged. So fuck that guy. And Genji beats Zeratul in the early game, at least. I think Zeratul takes an edge in the late game, but Genji makes this shit look easy. Not a problem for Arthas in that lane. Super easy cap for Rhaegar and Thrall in the top lane. And then I am just going to try to kill the minions, get their aggro off of Phoenix, and oh, there he is. Now, look at that. Asmo's box is so big, he's impossible not to hit with the E, and then the follow-up shurikens too. You're probably going to get 2 or 3 on him, whereas some hitboxes make it a little bit more difficult. That was a missed fucking E, so I didn't get the reset, but that's okay. I don't want my Arthas to die here, so I whip out the D-Blade and slap the Zeratul down. And just like that, oh, I didn't block it. I could have W'd. I was just trying to walk out. This is the point in the game where I start getting hit by more of those. Let's see, how are the stacks looking? 124, that's not too bad. I don't feel like I've been getting hit by any of them, but there we go. Thrall doing his best to just keep the pressure going in the other lane. I don't know why the dragon is leaving, so there's the ping. Gotta stay on that middle lane. Arthas gets pulled, he's gonna whip out his ult. Bam. Ghoul's tanking tower. Nice. Minions are going to push up here in just a sec. Dragon Knight's full health. Enemy team is 9 to 11. There is nothing that they can do to stop us. Looks like they're going to try and push out the top. Let's see. Looks like Brightwing is just walking forward. This Thrall mentioned something about Brightwing feeding in this game. Like intentionally. But I could see that. take a look. Oh. Zeratul going in without a level 10, thinking he can get away. Our tank landing a super good route, and all the follow-up was there to, you know, create his waking nightmare. So, now Thrall's still got 2 people in the top lane. Let's see. BW standing completely still. Yeah. Yeah, I can see what he means. That player is not actually doing anything. He's kind of running forward. Okay, good. I feel good about reporting them after the game then. I was just kind of doing what he was seeing. I wasn't actually looking at that player this game. Good guy Thrall though. It's not often that you report people on the enemy team, but when it's noticeable, do the right thing. I keep hitting the wrong button to go back to me. We absorbed 1,200 damage with that W. And, I want this kill. I do. Bummer. The other cool thing about Genji is that shurikens do put out a pretty nice amount of siege damage on buildings. If you land all 3 of them, it's a pretty decent chunk. And then if you take Shingen later, I don't usually, but if you do, it's going to deal even more damage. So it's a decent siege tool. Not that you should be playing Genji for that reason, it's just a nice bonus. We're currently 3 levels up on the enemy team. No forts down. Thrall, still, just, he's such an anchor for the team at this point, holding down this lane. And then most of our damage here is auto attack, so we don't give a shit about that spell armor camp with a 3 level difference. I mean, that's 12% scaling on the enemy team. So what are they gonna do? Simple Merc call here. We can get this going in the top lane to get this pushed up to the fort. And then the other lanes are already pushed, so we're just going to keep opening up the map, making sure we retain our talent advantage and keeping the enemy team from utilizing their global and their lane clear. Brightwing still hasn't picked an ultimate. Wow, I am really, really happy that I reported that guy. That's some troll-ass shit. Really unfortunate. Artan is going to do his best. That would have been cool on him if he'd gotten out, but boom. The fucking sundering. I don't get the reset recognition in my brain as fast as some people do, but that's what I was looking for. Without that sundering though, I would not have been able to do that. So kudos to Thrall, really just handedly doing his shit. Let's see, who's Phoenix? Phoenix is 1. Oh no, did he? Oh, ooh, good dodge. Yeah, so now we're just kind of in retreat mode. We didn't want to continue on to the top bridge, the death bridge, because I don't know if you know this or not, but that is notorious for getting your team killed and wiped and giving the enemy team a comeback. Dahaka missing his tongue, getting himself killed. Don't stand that far out when you don't have a fort and you don't know where the enemy team is. Blocked that Q. Man, that feels good. I think he was actually waiting for me to hit my W before he queued, and then he's just like, fuck it! And then, boop. No damage for Genji. So, here we are, sieging. It's a thing. It's happening. It's not terribly exciting, but this is how the game goes when you're 4 levels up. We are still a talent tier. We are still just kind of running over the enemy team. Artan is down. Looking at BW next. And then I eat the isolation. Just So fast. Just right in the face. Now, we got enough of an advantage and death timers on the enemy team that the call was just, let's end this. There's no reason to wait. All of us are up. We deal pretty decent core damage. Shield's gone. It's going down. Just gonna put him back in his place. And that's kind of how it goes. Look at Genji. Oh, the geometry. The geometry of it all. Yeah, so that was that Dragonshire game. That was a game of Genji that is... wow, that was quick. Only 13 minutes. Damn. But, yeah. Hope you enjoyed it. Here is the build that I went. We didn't even make it 20 before. Absolutely crushing that game. It's mostly E-talents. 7 is perfect defense for... making sure that your W is up more often. You're wanting that specifically because you, the more often that you have your W up, you can use it offensively or defensively. So it's pretty good. I think that is the best talent on that tier for like 9 out of 10 games. But anyway, Dragon Blade at 10, I think I used it once, maybe twice. Felt like once. I'm not sure. 20 would have been extra long dragon, as they say. That's what she said. And honestly, there just was such a huge skill disparity. Oh, and BW not selecting talents at 10 and 13 because they just wanted to be a shithead. I don't know if they were getting flamed or something and this was their way of retaliating or if they were just having a bad day, but it's 28-3. The enemy team just got steamrolled, and that's what we do. Yeah, I felt like I played pretty well that game. There were a couple occasions where my W could have been better utilized offensively, like noticing when the minion wave is hitting me rather than hitting the other minion wave, but. On top of that, I missed an E or two, which I shouldn't have because, like I said, the hitboxes on the other team were rather large, and just yeah, I don't know. That was just a really easy game. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you liked the Cyber Ninja video, let me know. I really enjoy Genji in the comps where he works. He kind of has that go in and make plays play style, which is just kind of what I enjoy. So I hope you liked it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for YouTube and doing what you do. If you have any feedback, feel free to let me know. I know a couple times people have been like, what? So I'm all ears. But thanks again for hanging out. Hope you have a wonderful day.